After a positive-looking start by Hughie Fury in those first 4 rounds, carrying with them the promise of perhaps a revitalised boxer, he proceeds to fight at the pace of his older opponent, 39-year-old Alexander Povetkin, and he starts throwing a right hand that is just so sloppy. You could write an essay on it about how, not only how bad it is, but how confusing that a guy who seems to be more of the classical boxer mould, that he can't seem to throw a decent cross. Time and time again, Hughie Fury, as the fight progressed to the middle rounds, was missing into the left. The right was throwing it over his back. And each time he's throwing this right hand across, which should be drilled down the centre and really come from the feet, and then of course the waist, and then snap through on the shoulder, he's throwing it kind of like you'd throw a shot put. And I'm just thinking, what is going on? Again, the fight started, and for the first 4 rounds, Hughie Fury was landing an okay jab, and he seemed to be setting Povetkin up, and it looked like he was going to set a pace that was going to punish the old man as the rounds progressed. But then he slows down, it becomes really sloppy, and Povetkin just starts to find his groove. You thought there was a point where Povetkin was going to start to tire, and then he just starts to get comfortable. And we see those nice little traits that Povetkin has. Povetkin coming in, the shorter man, he has to get inside. He has this move, Povetkin, that he's had all throughout his career, where he dips to the left here, and you expect a left hook, but he dips this way, then he throws a right hand. It's a sneaky little ambush attack. And then he was coming in and throwing the left hook, then left hook uppercut combo that he does a few times. And he became more and more accurate as the fight went along. Hughie Fury looked more and more sloppy. He apparently said to Peter Fury, his pops, like, that his legs felt heavy. But why is that for a 24-year-old who's already lost at the world level to Joseph Parker and Kubrat Pulev? Where is this revitalised Hughie Fury? We're just going to have to start to, really ask ourselves, is this guy just not that good? Now, Peter Fury in the dressing room later, speaking with IFL TV, was talking about, he started trying to find the positive. He started saying, well, my son's got a good chin, but that's not exactly a good thing you want to start selling for someone who's so young and has really yet to make it yet. Even Carl Froch, who was famous for getting punched, he said himself, the best chin in the business is the one that doesn't get hit. And we don't want to start trying to sell Hughie Fury on the grounds of being tough now, do we? This guy is supposed to be a quality boxer. But from what I saw with him in that fight, a fight which I thought he definitely deserved to lose, the scores were a little bit wide, but he definitely lost. I'm just seeing a guy who, just really might not have it. He burns up a lot of unnecessary energy, it seems, as well. There's a lot of twitching and moving, and it was almost like he was trying to shake some kind of game plan into himself later on, but nothing was really working, and he became more inaccurate as the fight went along, which is worrying when you look at the difference in age there, 24 to 39. It's hard to know what to do now. You'd think he'd have the basics down, like the jab and the straight right hand. I guess he's going to have to go back down to European level. I'm really not sure what's going to become of him. The only thing he seems to have is that surname of his.